Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamlined Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Tonight, I want to talk to you about gratitude, and I want to share with you specifically how I practice gratitude because I'll tell you that I have been around entrepreneurs and business coaches for a very long time, listening to them talk about gratitude. And naively, I used to think, well, I practice gratitude. I mean, I remain thankful for things and I try not to take things for granted. And I thought that that was the extent of it. And again, very naively, I went ahead and realized that when I started making gratitude a daily part of my life, it made a huge difference for me. And so that's why I wanted to talk to you about it a little bit today, especially in light of the fact that we're just coming off of Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you all enjoyed your holiday. I hope you all had a chance to practice gratitude then. But the reality is that practicing gratitude on Thanksgiving is fantastic. In fact, I remember my mom used to make us go around the table at Thanksgiving and everyone had to say what they were thankful for. And I have to tell you, it's a pretty easy exercise if you've ever tried it because you're thinking about the whole year, like over the last year, what have I been thankful for? And so it really gives you a lot of choices and a lot of opportunity to find things you're thankful for. Um, but when you instead take that same practice and do that on a daily basis, it becomes a lot more challenging because depending on the day that you're having, maybe you're not having such a grateful day, and maybe it's a lot more challenging to find something that you're thankful for, that you have gratitude for. And so, what I did was a number of years ago, I went ahead and started practicing this daily. And on a daily basis, I would come up with something that I was thankful for, something that made me happy, something that I had gratitude for. And this was a lot harder, I have to tell you, because again, when you're at Thanksgiving dinner and you've got the whole year to think it through, it's a lot easier. But when you're every day thinking about what you're grateful for, there are days that maybe you're not having such a great day, or maybe you're frustrated, or maybe something happened. And it can be a lot more challenging on those days to find something that you're thankful for. And so that was an exercise that was really, really helpful for me. And I'll tell you, for any of you guys that know me, I did have ankle surgery twice within the last 2 years, 18 months or so. And on those days when I was sitting there right after surgery or right before surgery or in the ER when I first fractured my ankle, and having to think about gratitude at that point is really, really challenging. And I do credit this gratitude practice that I had started, a year, 2 years before that, in really helping me get through that period and helping to make that a more a better experience than it otherwise could have been. Because when I'm sitting there in the ER thinking about my fractured ankle, all I can think about is how my house is okay because the tornado didn't hit my house. My family's okay. They're all safe. And there was a lot of gratitude going on sitting in that ER bed. And so I wanted to share a tool with you that I thought would really, really helpful. It really helped me. And it's an app, of course, because there's an app for everything. But it's something that really helped me because here's the thing. I don't have a miracle morning these days. I don't wake up early before my children to be able to accomplish things. If that works for you, I think that's great. But for me, this app really did help me because it does have a alarm on it. And once a day, it will remind you to go ahead and jot down something that you're grateful for, that you're thankful for. And so I'm going to dive into the app right now and just show you how it works. Now, keep in mind, there are at least 100 different apps that help you keep some type of gratitude journaling or something like that. Any of them, pick any of them, it really doesn't matter. What I found most helpful was just the fact that it was a daily practice. And so if you come to the app here, it's called Grateful. And when I open up that app, you'll see just a basic entry that I have in here from Valentine's Day one year. And it just talks about how The prompt you'll see at the very bottom there where it says, what am I grateful for? And I said that my daughter makes heartfelt Valentine's cards for us and sings Doe a Deer with me. And so that was something that I was feeling particularly grateful for on that day. The prompts are very simple. Once a day, you get a different prompt. The prompt underneath that was, what made you smile that day? And they're very basic prompts. You can use them and answer the question, or you can come up with your own. It really doesn't matter. You can include a picture, as you can see I did on the February 14th, or you don't have to. I skipped the picture on March 7th. But it's a very, very basic app. And so I want to go ahead and show you when I do create a new entry here. You can see that it has a different prompt. I can change the prompt. I can write my own prompt. I can do and really change anything. It's very basic. And so I'm going to say, okay, I've got those tips. And I'm just going to write in here what I'm grateful for, right? I'm going to say the opportunity. Oops, of course, it helps if you spell it right. The opportunity to connect with people online is something that I'm very grateful for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I don't have a photo today, so I'm going to go ahead and click save. And now we've got another entry here. And so again, the fact that the app would alert me once a day to actually put in an entry was very, very helpful for me. I include a photo, I don't include a photo. It's also very helpful to go back and look at the entries that I've had over the past and be able to see what I was grateful for, because honestly, a lot of times as you're sitting here in the day to day, it's challenging, or you don't remember the little things that you were grateful for. And so to be able to review these entries over the past weeks, months, years is really, really something that brings me a lot of joy and I really enjoy doing. So I would encourage you to go ahead and start your own gratitude practice today. Again, this is all I did, but I did it every day for, a number of years. And it really did. I would say after the first 6 months or so, it really did. I started noticing a difference in my attitude, in my approach to different scenarios, especially challenges. It made it really, really much easier to view things from a different perspective, and one that was much more helpful to me and didn't necessarily overcloud my judgment. And so, again, I would highly encourage you to start your gratitude practice today, whether you use an app like Grateful or whether you just simply use the notes in your iPhone or in your cell phone. I want to make sure that you have a place that you can collect these memories and these things that you're grateful for so that you can remember them and keep them with you and notice the difference that it makes in your ability and your ability to respond to challenges as they come up in your daily life. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to share. Thanks so much for joining me tonight.